All right, you're watching Married Adventures, and today Emily helped fulfill a dream that I've had for a while.
Yeah.
When I was younger,
Picked it up.
I used to raise fish. Cichlids, Oscars, all kind of stuff. Used to breed them. I sold some, and when we moved, I had to sell everything. So today, I'm going to take you guys on a journey, and I'm going to show you how to set up an aquarium correctly. So many people I know buy fish, they die, they won't live. I might be a little rusty, but I'm going to show you guys how to keep fish alive for a while. It's going to be a while before we put fish in this thing because we got to let it acclimate, get the water to the exact correct conditions, and I'll show you guys how to do it. Follow this series. Let's go. All right, so this thing, we had to get up to the... all right, go ahead and talk up. Yeah, for the neighbor. Go ahead and tell everybody where you found this at.
Well, on Saturday we went to PetSmart in Easley, and it was on sale, and you wanted it, and I said no. I had to drive past there today after doing something for work, so I thought I'd be a good wife and see if they still had it on sale and buy it for you with the intent of you paying me half of it.
So this is a 55-gallon aquarium, and we got it for $150 with everything.
Yeah, that's not enough.
No, that's fine. I'll get all that stuff out. I'm going to be real gentle with it. So I'm going to get all this unboxed. I'm going to show you guys where we're going to put it and the substrate that I've got for it. So let's do it. All right, guys. So what I've done is I've got my aquarium sitting on my stand. Now, I am in an apartment, this is a stand that I had built. It's very sturdy, especially when you get the weight on it. I built this stand in high school. I actually built 3 stands. My cousin is actually using one. He's been using it for the last several years. This one here is about 10 years old. They're all around the same age. So what I've got is I always like to go with a really good sand substrate. Typically, I like to wash the sand, but I don't have the ability to do that in this apartment where I'm at. So I'm going to do this another way. This comes with a treatment that'll actually make the sand molecules and all the dust fall out of the water. It'll pretty much go into, it helps it fall out, essentially. It's chemistry. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a wet wash rag. I'm going to wipe down the inside of the tank, get everything good and clean. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this first and foremost. I don't have water treatment, but we're on the same water that we were whenever I lived with my parents and I had my other aquariums. I don't know if it's just the water quality is so well or what, but I never once had to put water treatment ever. And I have had hundreds of cichlids, never had anything die. The one thing that I ever did was I normally let the water sit for 2 or 3 days. Sometimes I would start the aquarium with a goldfish. So I'd always put a goldfish or 2 in there. And goldfish produce a lot of ammonia, a lot of nastiness, and that helps set up the bacteria cycle in your filter. That's just something that I've always done. I've always done that. And that's the key, is to get the bacteria and everything in your carbon filters and in your biofilters. That will help with the waste removal and stuff like that. If you have an aquarium set up correctly, you shouldn't have to do a water change. I could do one every year. I could do one, and my water stayed crystal clear no matter what. But I never overcrowded a fish tank or nothing like that. This one here, I'm going to set up simple. I am going to be getting some rocks, but I want to get them from a creek at my brother's, so we'll have some natural bios and stuff like that, some bioorganisms that'll live on the rocks. And I just got this top fin marine, this sand here. I got 2 bags of those, and then some of the supernaturals. It's hard to explain, but there's like nutrients and stuff like that in this sand that helps with the process. So I'm gonna go get a wet rag, wipe this thing completely down, and we'll start adding our substrate. So all right, so we're just going to simply wipe it down. There was some gluey residues and stuff like that in here. We just want to make sure that, and this is a a clean, brand new rag. Of course, I'm not really too worried about toxins or nothing like that. Shouldn't have anything, but it would dissipate and it should be gone by the time we get fish. Now, the fish that I plan on putting in here are going to be African cichlids and guppies. The reason for guppies is the African cichlids will eat the guppies. The guppies will produce at an extremely fast rate. So we'll have like a balance of nature there where we have food for the cichlids. I've done this. My cousin's got a tank. Right now he's got 100 and maybe a 200 gallon. He's got set up similar to that. And, you know, that's the way I want to do it. I failed to mention, let's go ahead and unbox this filter and see what we got here. I believe it has a bio wheel, which is great. You can't never, or it's got like a bio media, I guess you would say. Okay, so this has got like a filter indicator. So it comes with a carbon filter, which should be rechargeable, but the way that I do my filters is I will go to the dollar store and I get those plastic sponges. They're like, you get 10 for $1, and I stack them in here, and it creates an extra bit of media for the bacteria to grow on that helps purify the tank. So now this is just, I wish that I had videos of my old setups. If you look at my other YouTube channel, Married Outdoor, and you scroll down way to some of my beginning videos, there's actually videos of that aquarium that I had, and I had aquariums lined up, and I had bridges in them where the fish could swim from tank to tank. It was pretty cool. So there is that. Now we got to find the end piece. I probably already had it and set it down. Okay. Gotta have that, or the fish will get sucked up in there. And trust me, you don't want to come home to that. That's pretty depressing when that happens. So I'm just investigating this here. Filter seems to be of decent quality. I'm going to put it on this side of the tank where my plug is. There's no need to plug this thing in until we're done. Of course, before you plug this in, you've got to make sure you have water in the filter. Otherwise, in the filter, otherwise you can burn up your pump. I've done it. Come home, pumps burn up, your fish are like, what the heck? Water's dirty. It's no good. So we got that part done. Let's go to the substrate. All right, so hopefully I've got enough. I don't want to put too much sand in the bottom of this tank. I would like for it to be deeper, but this stuff is expensive right now. And I think we're going to have just enough. Okay. There's that bag. So this is the biomagnet clarifier. This right here helps fall out all the solids that will be floating in this tank from the sand. The way you avoid that is to take all of your sand, put it in a large bucket, container, anything, put your water hose deep inside of it, and just massage the sand. Let the water run over the bucket, and it'll get out all the impurities. And when you put water in your tank, it will be crystal clear. I promise you. Promise you. Oh, I bought 2 of these. Okay, I thought I bought. Never mind. So this sand here, it says saltwater or African cichlids. Cichlids want sand, but they'll spawn in the sand. They'll make like fish beds in sand. I'll dig into that later on. But yeah, there's that. I'm gonna put this one in the middle. I probably could have got away with just 2 bags. And I can tell this sand right here is dirty. I can see the dust coming out of it, which is not too good. Dang, that's a lot of sand. Wow. I might have only needed 2 bags. I didn't need but 2 bags. Dang. Yep, only needed 2 bags. Okay, well that's fine. I kind of wish I'd have put both of these sands in there. I might take some of this out. I was thinking whenever I bought the sand that I was using a bigger aquarium than I am. And that's why I bought so much sand. I almost bought more bags than this. Oh, it's been a while. It should be fine. I mean, sand is sand. But we got an extra bag, so I might return it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just randomly put some plants in there. But first thing I'm gonna do, pull these off. This will just give your little fish a place to hide and stuff. Oh. Kind of bury them up in the sand. Alright, so our aquarium is almost set up. So now we got to pick a side to put our water in. And what I'll do is I'll put a plate in here and I want to start pouring water with a bucket. You want to put a plate down because that'll help keep from stirring everything up. So I'm going to get this thing filled up and I'll let you guys see the end results. All right guys, so I got the first bucket of water in there and I've got a plate. Just want to dump it over your plate. That helps disperse the water's energy. Keep from stirring up your tank too bad. This is a 10 quart, 9 liters. Hey, how many quarts are in a gallon?
I don't know.
I can't remember. 4 quarts are in a gallon, I think.
1 gallon is 4 quarts.
2 gallons. So this is going to take not 18. It's going to take 30 something trips with this bucket. So I'm going to get her filled up. All right guys, so this right here is the biomagnet clarifier. So what this will do is this will help all the solids that's floating in this tank fall out. Now before we cut our filter on, we want to go ahead and let as much of this material fall out because for one, we don't want it stopping up our filters, and for two, all of this abrasive silica will go through and it can damage the pump. You don't want to do it. Take it from me, I've done it. Now I didn't fill this aquarium 100% to the top because I'm going to be adding some rock out of a creek. That'll help get our natural bio started. This is something that I always do. Either do that or I'll get water from another tank and stuff like that. So we're just going to open this up over the tank and just spread it out. Now here shortly we will turn the filters on just to try to help everything fall out. But I don't know if that's going to be truthfully enough to make a difference. So we're going to go ahead and we'll put our heater in next. So for cichlids, you want your water between 72, I think it is, and 82 degrees. I'm going to set this thing, and this comes with it. This was the top fin kit. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, because I plan on doing some good videos of this thing. So we got a sight scale here. We're gonna go ahead and run it up to like 79 degrees. Well, let's go about half of 79. Yeah, 79 and a half. And we don't eat your power bill up too much. And I want to go ahead and drop this off in the tank. That way, for one, we kind of know where, let's see here. I've only got one outlet right there, so let's see what we can do here. Comes with everything in it. This aquarium kit is freaking awesome. I've had a lot of aquariums over the years, and I have to say, this is probably spot on. The best aquarium setup that I've ever had. The ones that they used to sell from Walmart is what I always used to have. The glass was never this thick. I used to be able to carry one of these 55s by myself without an issue. This took me and a neighbor to carry this thing. It's heavy, which is good. It tells me the glass is of good quality. I always keep my indicator here. Hopefully I've got enough. Yeah, hopefully. I keep my adjuster out of the water. Now we might have to play with our hood just a little bit to get it right. Oh, my wife's gonna kill me. I'm dripping on the carpet. I got a towel right here. I wanted to get all that up, or I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. Move this poster out of the way. And the first thing to be plugged in will be the heater. So, heater's plugged in, and our light is on. So that means we are making heat. I always you want to keep that at the water level. If you go any lower, you'll short it out, ruin it. You can short it out. So here is our first hood we're going to put on. Hopefully this clears. Looks like we're going to have to take, let's see how this works here. I am going to have to take one of these notches out, which is okay. It comes with these notches that you can remove. I normally don't like having a long slot back there, but it's okay. Gotta do it, gotta do it. So that fit perfect. And these are awesome because they're LED. This is gonna be like the first tank, other than my 200, I think it was 200 gallon that I had. It had a big LED, fully adjustable light. You could change it to all kind of different settings, night setting. It was really cool. So we're gonna light this thing up here in just a second. It did come with a power supply, which is plugged into the wall. Comes with a splitter here. My older tanks that I had, they were all the old school fluorescents, man. It was a mess. I'm ready to see what this thing looks like. Yeah, guys, I have to say this thing's of great quality. I mean, for what you get for the money, I've paid a lot more for a lot less. And that's no lie. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm doing this for my YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys like it. Let's power it on. Oh, wow. Look at this, guys. This thing is going to be beautiful. Now, the water is murky right now, and we're not cutting our filter on until some of this material falls out. Tomorrow, what I'll be doing is making a video. I'm going to plant some in here. I'm going to put some plants, because it should have enough CO2 from the, so what I'm gonna do is normally I run a bubbler to add oxygen. Well, instead, the fish will create CO2 through waste and whatnot. The plants will eat the carbon. In exchange, will release oxygen. So this is going to be a cichlid tank, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's make this tank epic. You guys have a good one. Thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good one.